Okay, so I just came down to this pond and I saw a water dragon sitting here, probably waiting to ambush one of these frogs, because usually they are diurnal, but occasionally they can adapt to be nocturnal if they think they're going to get a good feed as well as being diurnal. But here's probably what he was after. There's a water dragon over there. Missed that frog, where is he? There goes one of the water dragons. There's two species around here, the eastern dwarf tree frog and the Peron's tree frog. This is that one making that sound. And the leaf green ones are those little ones. And the lily pads there, but they're too far to reach. We'll go around the other side of the pond, see if we can have better luck. Yeah. Okay, so just here. I don't even know how well you can hear this because of all the loud frogs, but just here's a little frog. Yeah, there's one. And two. What? Oh. So small. Oh. Yeah. So these are two eastern dwarf tree frogs. You can see why they call them dwarf, because these are adults. Look how tiny they are. These ones are green, but they can also be a mixture of brown and green, or just brown, and they can change the colour to suit their habitat. They can adapt. We've seen some brown ones before, but there's a water dragon over there. These are the green ones, and they're nocturnal like most frogs. What the? There's someone. I want to go have a look at that. And they're insectivorous, so they eat all the tiny little flies and mozzies and all those little bugs. And they come at night, they sit on the sticks in the lily pads. And frogs are amphibians, which means they can live on land and water. And they also breathe through their skin, which is another reason why you've got to have wet hands, because you don't want them to not be able to breathe, and you don't want them to absorb the chemicals of your skin. And yeah, so they're really cool little amphibians, the eastern dwarf tree frog. Anyway, so I'll release him here. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it. That is. I want to find a Peron's tree frog. Slightly larger. I'll just stop. Maybe stop. Okay, we don't have much time. The phone's on really low battery. So this here is the Peron's tree frog. Alright, so this is the Peron's tree frog, and they're actually also called the maniacal cackle tree frog, because they'll sit there, and one of their breeding calls that they're always croaking, like that, sounds like a maniac's laughter. I think there's a water dragon over there somewhere, which is really funny. But yeah, this is about adult size, but they're one of the most variable coloured frogs in Australia, because they can change their colour really quickly depending on their environment, the temperature and the climate and their mood, so they'll change colour. So right now he's blended in and he's just sitting here, so is that colour, but they can change colours, and they're also called the emerald spotted tree frogs because sometimes they've got little green spots here. And this is about as big as they get. They're also nocturnal and insectivorous. Whoop. So, and these tree frogs, they don't actually need to always be in water, but as long as they're moist and they're around water. And he's in the genus Latoria, or Latora, however you say it, which is the Australasian tree frogs. So yeah, that's a little Peron's tree frog. Come on, come on, come on. And then just here, before, if you just shine it here a bit. I think it went, but yeah. I saw a little eastern dwarf tree frog that had its tail left. There's the tadpole. Yeah, we'll look around some more here. Yeah. Okay, so this is another Peron's tree frog, and this guy, you can see there's little green spots there. This is a better example of how they get their name, the emerald spotted tree frog. And there's a whole lot of them there, and they've actually got a little sack there under their throat, and when they call, they actually inflate that sack. Oh, there he goes. And here's another one right here. Here's another one. These guys are really cool, so he'll just be sitting around here calling, doing the frog calls for breeding and stuff, and he'll also be looking for insects, and he'll just wait when a bug flies past, he'll grab it. But not many frogs actually have that long sticky tongue you see in cartoons. And so this is a really nice little frog. I'll put him back. All I've got to find now is the brown eastern dwarf tree frog. Is it filming? Oh mate, it's so hard handling these little eastern dwarf tree frogs, also called the eastern sedge frog, because they're so small. But you can see this one. What a try this. This one's a bit more of a brownie colour, brownie olive colour. There's an olive one over there somewhere. This is a little olive colour one. Look there, you can see a bit of his little throat sac there, partly inflated. Nice little, small, but adult eastern dwarf tree frog. And these guys are very common in ponds all over the east coast, in garden ponds and streams and lakes, all over the place. And there he goes. I think there's a big one there. And that stalk there, there's a big one, but that's as big as they get there. So that's it, looking for frogs.